Hey YouTube, showcasing another Age of Sigmar army. We slap chopped and painted this army in a month. At the same time we were painting the Dark Angels lot, I also posted on the channel. So the reason we kind of needed to paint this one up quick was because we were running two leagues at the same time, Age of Sigmar and 40k. So I, of course, needed two painted armies to kind of compete. And it wasn't required, but I kind of have like a thing where I hate playing with unpainted models. So yeah, we kind of knock this out. And this is really just a lot of contrast paint, quick dry brushing, zenithal priming. So if you don't know what slap chop painting is, it's just painting models quickly, not really putting a lot of detail or time into it. So what I did was I base coated these in a kind of gray Rust-Oleum primer, and then I did some quick blasts from at an angle of 45 degrees from the top, and then darkly down with, what is it called? It's like the white contrast primer from Games Workshop. You probably don't even need that, but I used it because I felt maybe the contrast paint would flow better, which it works, so maybe it does. Anyway, a very quick paint job here. Like I said, it's just contrast paint. Let's pick up one of these models here. So this is just what do you call this color? This brownish white color is just Skeleton Horde painted thinly in one coat over the zenithal primer, and then the blue is just Talisar blue from Games Workshop. Purple is some random purple I had that I just threw on there, and gold is of course Retributor gold. Yellow is just the yellow gets gold from, or yellow from Games Workshop as well. And that's it. I kind of just threw it on there. That green is just Militarum green contrast. And then just to kind of spice it up, I just went over it really quickly with a quick dry brush of Ushabati Bone and Screaming Skull to just kind of bring out some highlights and sharp corners. I can't really tell in the video, I think, but like just picking up these little sharp corners kind of gives it some edge. It takes like no time, and I think it's worth it. Oh, and I also did at the same time, I dry brushed that, the rock and the basing. So yeah, it takes you 10 seconds a model maybe, and it adds a little depth to the model. So yeah, nothing too crazy, and I think it turned out pretty good for a slap chop method. If anything, I think painting the blue on the shield took longer than most of the model because I was trying not to get it on the actual shield. Yeah, that is that model there. And then I pretty much the same thing on the archers. Same paint, same technique in priming. I did something different on these archers so you could differentiate between the two units. These kangaroos, same exact paint scheme. Let's give it a peek. Same colors. So I feel like it's pretty good from a tabletop standard. Just throw some basing on there, give it a little oomph. Maybe could use a little bit more. I need to touch up on those sides. But yeah. And then spend a little bit more time on the Teclis because he is your showpiece model, of course. So a little bit extra time there with an airbrush. Airbrushing takes like no time. I know it's not really slap chop if you use airbrush, but I couldn't not. It is your centerpiece model, so has to look somewhat nice. But we're gonna keep moving on to the slap choppers. The heroes, same exact thing. I guess we could take a peek at them. This is the Scenari, I forgot her name, Cathalar. Nothing crazy, it's just contrast paint with dry brushing and zenithal primer. Nothing crazy. And then this is the model from Raging Heroes. I use this as my Scenari Enlightener. Just looks a little different. I threw on some bits from the Lumineth range. Yep. And then our endless spells. These are literally painted quick. I just blasted it with an airbrush. Again, I'm sorry, I know it's not slap shot, but airbrushing, when you have big models like this, it's just, you have to use it. It gives you like these kind of fading effect. They're like quick fading effects that you get done in 20 seconds. Like you literally have dark blue sprayed on the model, and then you get a little bit lighter blue sprayed down the center, and then you get this light blue, and you just kind of spray the tips there to give it that fade. And it's just a 3-color fade, nothing crazy. And then you just hand paint the teeth white, and that's it. I didn't even do any shading in the teeth. I just left it as is. And it's all the same colors for most of the endless spells, except for the flaming skull. Oh, this flaming skull, I did not want to buy the model, so I actually created my own model by kit bashing a bunch of different models online, and I made this. And he's on this black base. I was really lazy. I didn't want to take out my drill to drill a hole in this resin base, so I just put it on a regular base so I could put magnets underneath it. Also, magnets are freaking godsend. When you have these many models, you have to have magnets. Oh, and if you guys were wondering what these are just little crystals. I bought them on Amazon. It was like $7.99 for 100 of them. Yeah, I just use them as reminders for who has used their crystal for the game. So each unit for Lumineth Realm Lords has a crystal. So like I'd say this unit has a crystal, this Warden unit has a crystal, and once per game they could pop their crystal. So when they use it, you just take it away, showing that they popped it. And it gives them like a little bonus, like +1 to hit, +1 to save, +1 to cast, etc. So yeah, that is that. So yeah, that's my army. Not bad for completing it within a month. Oh, and I don't know if I threw this in there. My wife did help me paint a lot of the models. So as I was doing like the blue, she was painting the pink on their dresses, and then while I was doing the blue here, she was doing other stuff. So really helped out to hammer out the repetitive stuff. So yeah, that's my army. Lumineth Realm Lords for Age of Sigmar, not bad for a month of painting. It's not the best, not pro painted, but if you just want a nice looking army on the tabletop, yeah, Slap Shop is the way to go. Well, my version of it anyway. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Hopefully you liked these models. I will link these Archer models in the description below if you like that. Sorry about that one. I made that, so don't really have a thing to link for that. But yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.